সাংবাদিক বৈঠকে ভারতের বিদেশ সচিব বিক্রম মিশ্রি সরাসরি নজর রাখব।
Modi and President Xi Jinping. And my second question is, Prime Minister mentioned about direct flights as well, announcements. Are we looking at any timetable when in next few months we are looking at direct flights?
So I'm Megha Prasad from ABP. My question is about the conversation that President Zelensky had with Prime Minister Modi yesterday. And he puts out on Twitter and he says that while he was talking to Prime Minister, he's also said that Ukraine reaffirms its readiness for a meeting with the head of Russia. Now, Prime Minister is meeting President Putin tomorrow. Is there some sort of an expectation from Ukraine that India would mediate? If yes, what's the stand that India would take in this situation?
So we can take these questions first.
So Manish, to your question on the deficit, yes, it is a fact that there is a large and ongoing trade deficit between India and China, and this has been a matter of discussion over several years. In the current context as well, in fact, this is a discussion that started even when Foreign Minister Wang Yi was in Delhi and meeting with External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar, the issue was raised there as well by us. I would go back to the point that I mentioned in my briefing, which was essentially what the Prime Minister shared with President Xi Jinping today, that it is important also to look at the issue of trade and trade deficit from the broad strategic direction and engagement between the two countries, growing trade between the two countries and narrowing of the deficit will contribute to a change in perception in the relationship as well. But this is a discussion that is going on at many levels. It's between governments, between businesses, between entities that are involved in the trade, and we will have to see how it evolves going forward. On your question related to de-escalation, I would refer you to the detailed outcome document that was put out after the talks between the SRs. This is a discussion that will go forward in the designated mechanisms between the two sides dealing with these issues. Shruti, this more or less the same goes for your question on how the border talks go forward. You would have again seen the statement that we put out after the SR's talks. You're aware that dedicated mechanisms have been created for taking these talks forward. We expect that the existing mechanisms, which is the working mechanism for coordination and cooperation in the border areas between India and China, will meet in the coming days and weeks, and the respective leaders of this mechanism from the two sides will come to an understanding on how these mechanisms for the delimitation related talks are going to go forward. उमा, आपका जो प्रश्न था कि जो राष्ट्रपति शी ने कहा है बाउंड्री इश्यूज और द्विपक्षीय संबंधों के बारे में, देखिए मैं सिर्फ इतना कहूंगा कि हम शुरू से मानते आए हैं और अलग अलग स्तर पे हम ये साफ कहते आ रहे हैं कि बाउंड्री पे जो स्थिति होगी वो स्थिति हम उसका जो एक तरह से असर है वो द्विपक्षीय रिश्तों में किसी न किसी तरह देखेंगे, और इसी वजह से सबसे जो एक तरह से इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी है द्विपक्षीय संबंधों के लिए, वो बाउंड्री पे पीस और ट्रैंक्विलिटी मेंटेन करना है. तो ये बात आज बड़े स्पष्ट तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी राष्ट्रपति शी के सामने रखी और हम इसे मान के चलते हैं. Siddhant, on your questions, see, cross-border terrorism was mentioned by the Prime Minister as a priority, And I would add that he did underline the fact that this is something that impacts both India and China, and that it's important, therefore, that we extend understanding and extend support to each other as both of us combat cross-border terrorism. And I would, in fact, like to say that we have received the understanding and cooperation of China as we have dealt with the issue of cross-border terrorism in the context of the ongoing SCO summit. To your question on direct flights, this is something on which the two sides have been engaged quite intensely in recent weeks and months, following the direction and the understanding between the two sides at a higher level earlier this year that this is one of the areas in which we should move forward. Since then, a number of rounds of technical level